Hey fishers, seriously, this is very ordinary weather, not a heap of reports. I'm not going to beat it up out of nothing, but there is a bit of activity around. Look, I was talking to Meso, he says dart's still okay, fishing with gudgeons, but look, you know, these conditions, unless it's not windy up there, if it was nice and calm, yeah, you'd have a good day. Gudgeon under bubble float, gudgeon on the bottom, very good. Trolling with fenders and worms, not too bad. Hume Weir, have got a few reports from the Hume Weir, but it's certainly not outstanding. But there is some big trout coming out of it, you know, 50, 60, 65 centimetre stuff. Not too bad at all. Browns. Trolling, Yakamito Slim Minnow 100 mil seems to be the most consistent. If you need a bit of depth, CC Minnow will cover the options. The brown trout spotted dog pattern or the rainbow trout, probably my preference. 20 to 30 footers, you can take your pick which way you go there. A little bit of activity. Shouldn't be too much longer before they start letting water down the Murray into Mulwala. Then it'll be easy to go and put a cray pot or two in on the Murray and Mulwala will fill. Don't know if it's going to fire up or not. They're getting a few fish walking the bank there, so it's not too bad, but it's not firing by any means. Try the river below, you might do all right. Let's see what happens there. But the Murrumbidgee River, getting a fair few crays out of the river. There seems to be quite a few happy fishers out there dropping a cray pot or two in, getting a feed, having a barbie on the bank, bit of a fire, that sort of thing, cleaning up the mess when they go home, making sure they're not leaving any crap laying around. Looking pretty promising in the river. Haven't heard of much in the way of fish. The odd cod coming out. Casting lures seems to be more consistent. Spinnerbait's not too bad. Small to medium hammerheads, one of the better lures to cast. Slow retrieves, especially the suspending hammerhead, covering the options pretty well. Old Man Creek, haven't heard a report from there this week. Bundajerry Channel, no reports from there. Lake Albert, nice yellow, a bit over 40 centimetres on a worm out of there a couple of days ago. But look, it's really quiet. That was the only bite they got, the only fish they got. Upstream from Wagga, not a lot of water. The river's clear, but it's very low, so just keep that in mind. Hard to get a boat around. Blowering, getting the odd trout off the bank with bait, also casting spoons off the bank is worth the effort right up the top end. From Browns Bay up, they seem to be moving down a little bit further. A few big cod getting caught off the bank with bait seems to be the most consistent. Big yabbies, big grubs, reasonably good. Not getting much in the way of anything else except the redfin are moving. Now, if you put in a bit of time, 30, 40, 50 feet, have a look around. They vary each day depending on barometric pressures. Not a lot of big fish, average about 20 centimetres. The occasional good one amongst them, certainly worth the effort. Blades or vibes, it'll cover the options pretty well. You'll find schools of them. The stack schools are the ones that are feeding. They seem to be pretty good. Talbingo, a little bit of activity. Yucambine, Tentengra, Jindabyne, all fishing well. Off the bank with bait seems to be better than anywhere else. The best reports on our dams have been Wagga. It's still fishing better than anywhere else. It's not going crazy. 80% of the fish are getting caught off the bank with bait and 20% on lures. Some sizable cod, few yellows, few catfish, not looking too bad at all there. So as you can see, we have got a bit of activity around us. Burrinjuck, look, there's a few people heading off there this weekend. Haven't heard of a lot of reports. There's been the odd big cod coming out. Haven't heard of any yellows, but not to say they're not moving. Well, they're not, but you may get the odd one. That's about it. So it looks half reasonable. That's about all we got for the fishing report for this week. This is a complete English fish report. We'll catch you next week.